Hey everybody, I'm here today with a full review of the Roland TD11K electronic drum set, okay? I ended up buying this drum set fairly recently and have had a chance to play it over the last basically week and a half, and I've played it every single night. It's an amazing drum set, and I'm going to give you a full review of each of the features in this electronic drum set, okay? So hopefully I give you an unbiased review. I did end up buying it, but I tried many electronic drum sets before I decided on this one. So I'll sort of give you all of the pros and cons of the Roland TD11K. I just want to start this review by saying that the Roland TD11K does not come with bass drum pedals. So these double bass drum pedals right here that you see, the Iron Cobra 200 series ones, do not come with it. So disregard them from the review. I will not be covering them in this review. They don't come with the bass drum set, with the electronic drum set, so just completely disregard them. The one thing that I want to point out about the Roland TD11K is that it comes with a mesh snare drum pad and 3 rubber tom pads right there, okay? So, you know what? There are kits that are lower end that offer 4 rubber pads. So the mesh would be rubber, the snare would be rubber as well. And then there are more expensive kits that offer 4 mesh pads, okay? So the Roland sort of gives you the best, the in-between, the best of both worlds. You end up getting, you pay in between, you know, the drum kit that has 4 rubber pads and the drum kit that has 4 mesh pads. You get an upgraded snare drum to a mesh head, and then you get the 3 rubber toms, which you don't use as often. So you end up paying a little bit more than the kit that has 4 rubber pads, and then a little bit less than the kit that has 4 mesh pads. You sort of get the best of both worlds. It provides an affordable upgrade option. So the Roland TD11K comes like this. I just want to clarify. It comes with 1 mesh snare drum head and then 3 rubber tom heads. The next thing that I want to go over is the Roland TD11 sound module, which is what comes with the TD11K. So as you can see here, the thing that I like about the sound module is that it is very simple. Originally, when I saw it, I thought, oh man, there can't be many features. Look at the size of this thing. It only has like 10 or 12 buttons on it. How many features could it have? And I ended up playing it and turning it on, and it was absolutely amazing. It has a ton of features. So I'm just going to turn it on right here to give you an idea of some of the features that it has. So, you know, it has a metronome option right here, so you can turn a metronome on. It has a coach option, so it provides you with some warm-up exercises and coaches you on your playing. You can actually play songs via the USB input, which I'll go over in 1 second. You can select from a wide variety of drum kits, as you can see right here, using either these buttons right here to go left or right by 1, or up or down, I should say, or this scroll pad. So you can select from a wide variety of preset drum kits, just like you can see there. And then all these user kits, you can actually customize them and name them. So there are a ton. As you can see, it goes up to 50. So there are, let's see what the actual amount was. There are 25 preset customized kits, and then there are an additional 25 kits that you can customize yourself. It's absolutely amazing. There's a volume button, a volume knob, very simple. You have menu options, and then these 3 control the menu, these 3 buttons right here, as you can see. Very simple. You can quick record. You can record yourself playing pretty much on the spot, on the go. You can insert a USB stick and record yourself playing. It's amazing. And then this is the play and stop button for the songs or for the preset rhythms that come with the drum kits. Now, taking a look at the back and the side of the Roland TD11 module, which once again comes with the TD11K, you can see that you have a USB Type A input right here, and then a USB Type B input. Okay, so I personally use this one to play songs off of my USB stick, and then I use this one to connect to my computer and record my playing. And so far, you know what, I can't complain. They've worked amazingly. Now we're going to take a look at the side of this module. So if you take a look at the side, and hopefully my camera will end up focusing right here. Let's see if it will focus. There we go. If you take a look at the side, you have your standard inputs. So you have a headphone jack right there, and I've actually inserted a piece right here just to make it, to connect my smaller headphones. And then you have your output. You can do mono, so you can connect just one cord, or you can connect them both for stereo. You have your mix in, so you can connect an MP3 player and listen to songs, play along to them, okay, like that. You have your crash 2 trigger in, so you can connect an additional pad and customize it to be, let's say, an extra tom or an extra cymbal, let's say, and then you have your MIDI out to connect a MIDI to it. Now going over each of the pads that come with the Roland TD11K, okay? Let's just go over each of them. In my opinion, they're not Roland's best pads, but they're not Roland's worst pads. They sort of fall in between, and like I said, they allow you to get the best of both worlds. You're not paying for very expensive electronic drum pads, but you're not paying, you're paying a little bit more for them than the worst pads, but you're not paying for, the best pads that they offer. It's a good bang for your buck. That's the honest truth. So let's just go over the pads that they have on here, okay? So the hi-hat cymbal right there is the CY5. The crash and the ride cymbals right there are CY8s. The 3 toms right here, the 1, 2, and the 3rd are PD8As. The bass drum, the kick drum right here is a KD9. So once again, that bass drum right there, and it doesn't usually come with those 2 white spots, but the pads right there on my bass drum pedals were a little bit dusty, so that's why it has those 2 white spots on it. And the hi-hat pedal right there is an FD8, and then the snare drum head right here is a PDX8. So that's just a quick review and outline of the pads that this Roland TD11K comes with. Like I said, they're not the best, but they're not the worst. They definitely provide you with a good bang for your buck. Now I'll be going over the stand that holds the TD11K up, and I have to say that it was really, really easy to assemble. It was straightforward, and it's really, really sturdy, despite the fact that it's kind of small and it only has those 4 legs as supports, but it's really, really sturdy. I'm not gonna lie, Roland did a fantastic job with the pieces that hold it together, okay? So it only took me about, I would say, an hour and 50 minutes to assemble the entire thing. But it was really easy to assemble, and it's really sturdy. So once again, you get the best of both worlds. It provides you with a little bit of space to add some extra pads onto it if that's what you decide to do, or if you want to mount your laptop and you have some sort of laptop mount to connect to the stand or the frame right there, you can do that too. There's a little bit of room, to work with, and it provides a lot of room for adjustments. So you can pretty much adjust these cymbals and toms in any way that you would like to. It's really, really cool. With regards to their height, with regards to their angle, you can adjust them to your preference completely. And one cool thing that I like about the stand also is that it's easy to adjust the width. So there's a bar going in that way and a bar going in that way. And all you have to do is loosen a knob, adjust the width, and tighten that knob again. And you can, set it to a little bit wider or not as wide. Completely customizable to your preference. So what I want to do now is quickly go over the sound that the drums produce, the electronic drums produce when I hit them with a stick. Not the sound with regards to what you will hear through an amp or speakers or headphones, but the sound with regards to what everyone else will hear when you have headphones on. Now, a lot of people buy electronic drum sets because they're ideal for condos and townhomes and, houses with babies in them and whatnot that are sleeping. So I just want to go over this specific TD11K set to let you hear how it sounds. So we'll start off with the mesh snare drum head, which is really, really quiet. You can barely even hear it. Like, it's really, really quiet. Someone could be beside you with the TV on and they probably won't even be able to hear this if the TV is at a medium, volume. Then we're going to go over the toms right here, the rubber head toms. They're a little bit louder, okay? But still manageable, not insanely loud, but louder than the mesh snare drum head. Then we'll go over the hi-hat cymbal right here. It sounds exactly like the toms in my opinion, not much different, okay? Not too loud. And then we'll go over the crash and ride cymbals right here. A little bit of a deeper sound, but once again, same volume. Louder than the mesh snare drum head, but still manageable. And last but not least, I wanted to go over the kick drum sound, which I'm not gonna lie is quite loud. It's not unmanageable, but it is quite loud. So as you can hear, the mesh snare drum head is, virtually silent. It's not loud at all. The rubber toms and the hi-hat and the crash and ride cymbals aren't that loud. They're a little bit louder than the mesh head, but they're manageable. But the kick drum right there, the bass drum, is actually quite loud. It's not loud enough that it will wake someone up if they're on a different floor than you, but it's loud enough that it would probably be annoying if someone was right beside you. So as you can see, the Roland TD11K is an excellent purchase. I've gone through all of the features and all of the aspects that sort of swayed me towards this specific electronic drum set, towards buying it in this review. And I truly hope that I provide you with an unbiased opinion. I know that I bought this one, but I sort of pointed out all of the pros that I could think of and as many cons that came to my mind. So it's a great purchase. It provides a good bang for your buck. It provides the perfect balance between price and product. You're not paying an outstanding price for a premium product, but you're not, paying a cheap price for a product that you're not going to like. It provides a perfect balance, and I would highly recommend this Roland TD11K to anyone that's looking to buy a middle-ranged electronic drum set. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.